It's story time. Come on, grab your friends. It's time to sing and play and laugh. With through song and dance, there's lots of learning. The fun will never end. It's story time. Hello, everybody. I'm Mrs. Allie with the Naples Library, and I'm here to deliver your Storytime snippet of the week. Now, wait a minute. Where am I? I'm certainly not in the children's room right now. That's because I brought you guys home with me today. Today's a super special Storytime snippet. So special that I had to bring you home, and so special that I needed a special guest. So everybody say hi to Mr. Jonah.
Hi everyone.
This is Mr. Jonah. He's here today to help us with our very special story time, which is all about sound. Do you guys know what sounds are? Put on your listening ears. Sounds are made by everything around us. Do you know the sound that a Big Mac truck's horn makes? Can you make that noise? Honk, honk. Beep, beep, beep. Do you know the sound that a dog makes? Of course you know. You're so smart. Woof, woof, woof. Woof, woof, woof.
Woo.
That'll get our dogs going. We have 2 dogs at home, and maybe they'll come through and we can introduce them later. So, now we know that everything around us makes a sound, and one of the best ways to use sound is through music. Mm-hmm. We have learned how to make different things that make different noises, and those are called instruments. Every instrument sounds different from another instrument. They make different sounds, and lots of instruments together, or sometimes even just one, can make a song. So, that's why I brought Mr. Jonah here with us today, because he knows a lot about music and Mrs. Allie doesn't. And it's always good to ask for help when you don't know the answer. Sometimes other people know, sometimes better than you. All right, so we're going to play a game today with Mr. Jonah. We're going to play the game, Guess That Instrument. Do you like to play games? I'm sure you do. Everybody likes to play games. They're so fun and so silly.
I love games.
Well, this game is a very easy game, so I'm sure you can master it. This game, so how it's going to work is that I'm going to open this old door from my old house, and Jonah will be behind this door. From behind the door, he's going to play an instrument, and then you're going to try to guess what instrument he's playing. And it's that easy. Okay, are you ready? I bet you can get this first one. Let's check it out. Let's put our listening ears on. Can you put your listening ears on? Listen closely. What's that sound? What instrument makes that noise? Why, that's the rum-bum-bum of the drum, folks. Drums come in lots of shapes and sizes, but they're always round. What shape is this? Can you tell me what shape that is? That's a circle. So a drum is circular on the top, and on the bottom, this one doesn't have anything at all.
Nothing in it.
Nothing in it. All it does is echo really loud, because drums are hollow. They have to be in order to make the noise that they make. Mm-hmm. So that is a drum, and they're some of the most fun instruments to play. All right, are you ready to guess the second instrument? Here we go. What do we got here? Put your listening ears on. What do you hear? I hear Santa Claus. I hear winter and Christmas, and I hear them sleigh bells ring-a-ling, jing, jing-a-ling too. These are jingle bells. Jingle bells are so much fun to just shake.
Oh yeah, you just shake them around.
I'll bring them nice and close. The way that jingle bells make their sound is inside of this is a hollow ball made of metal. You can see it's shiny and made of metal. And on the inside is a smaller ball also made of metal. So when you move them, the metal hits the metal and it jingles around. And there are, how many jingle bells are on this instrument here? 1, 2, 3. So there are 3 on this, and that's why it sounds like a whole bunch of bells. And then there are 3 on this one. So together we have 6 jingle bells. They're lots of fun.
Oh, yeah.
All right, number 3. Number 3. La cucaracha, la cucaracha. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. La cucaracha, la cucaracha. Do-do-do-do-do-do. These are maracas. Maracas are instruments that you shake too.
Oh, yeah, you shake them a lot.
They are usually made of wood. Sometimes they're made out of gourds, which are a type of vegetable. And they're hollow on the inside too. There's nothing in there except for beans. Mm-hmm. People put lots of beans in there, or little pieces or little balls or something like that. And so when you knock them around really, really fast against the wood, that's the sound that it makes. And then you can dance to all sorts of really cool music.
They're just little musical beans.
Little musical beans. All right. Number 5. Ready? Put your listening ears on. What do you hear? Whoa, it sounds like it's raining. Doesn't that sound like rain? That's because this instrument is called a rain stick. Rain sticks are very cool, aren't they? Sometimes they're not clear, but this one is clear, which is really helpful because I can show you how it works. So, they're usually what shape at the end? A circle. So they're usually cylindrical, but usually circular instruments.
That's a fancy word.
And inside, we can see all sorts of little tiny balls here. We can also see that there are a whole bunch of circles inside of here. Do you see all those circles inside? You see them? And those circles, some parts are solid, and they also have holes in them. So that allows these little plastic balls to move through and stop in some spaces and move in other spaces, creating this noise. See how they travel? Can you see how they travel? That's neat, isn't it? I think this is one of the coolest instruments. The rain stick.
Yeah, some of them are even made out of cacti.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can use a cactus to make a rain stick? That
sure
doesn't make
can.
any sense because there's no rain where there's cactuses.
You can make an instrument just about out of anything.
That's true. All right, are you ready for the next one?
Are you?
I am. Are you?
All right.
Let's try it out. What instrument do we have next? Can you guess? It's the harmonica. The harmonica is a really cool instrument. Doesn't take too much to play it. On one side, it's solid. On the other side, you can see it's got a whole bunch of holes. And the holes are where you put your mouth. And then you blow outward. harmonica. And on the inside of each of these holes is a little piece of metal. The little piece of metal in each hole is a little bit different in size from the next. Some are longer and some are shorter. That's why on one end of the harmonica is really, really low. And then on the other side, it's really, really high. So you can go like this. And you can drive your grown-ups nuts. I highly recommend getting a harmonica.
They're also really great for campfires.
They are some of the best things to have around campfires.
S'mores and a harmonica and the fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great night to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, our next instrument, you guys. I think you might be able to guess this one too. It's pretty famous. Are you ready? Can you guess which instrument that is? It's the piano. Here, I'll pick you up so you can see it better. It's a pretty big instrument, so we can't really move it. Do you see that? Look at all these things. All these black and white things are called keys. Each piano has 88 keys. Look how big that is. Haven't you always wanted to do that? And usually in pianos, these keys are attached to wooden hammers. And when you play the key, the wooden hammer hits a string, and that string makes the sound. But this is an electronic piano, so they're just buttons. Pretty cool stuff. Okay, I'll set you back down where you belong. All right, friends, and we have one more instrument remaining today. That instrument starts now. Pretty popular instrument. Can you put on your listening ears? Huh. All right. Can anybody guess? It's the guitar. The guitar. Jonah, can you bring your guitar a little bit closer for everybody to see?
I sure can.
As you can see, the guitar has strings.
Yeah.
Can you count how many strings this guitar has?
Yeah.
You have to look really close to see.
Really close. Some of them are tiny.
Teensy
So
tiny.
you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 strings on a guitar.
It's a lot.
And those strings are strummed, and when they strum, they vibrate. Can you see that? It's vibrating. Can you look really close and see it really, really close? Yeah, it's vibrating.
And just like a drum, they're hollow.
So that noise goes into here, moves all around, and comes out sounding like that. And then you can put different notes together and create chords. And those create songs. Very cool.
All kinds of songs.
How many did you get correct today? Did you mark down how many you got correct? I hope that you got 7 out of 7, but it's okay if you didn't because you still learned something anyway, right?
Yeah.
All right, we
Sure, I
actually...
learned some new ones today.
He's silly. He knew them all. So we do actually have one song that we would like to play on the guitar for you, which is part of our very special story time today. All right, are you ready, Mr. Jonah?
I sure hope I am.
All right, this song is from one of our favorite shows. It's called Adventure Time, and it's a really lovely song, so we hope that you enjoy it too. Ready? Come along with me and the butterflies and bees. We can wander through the forest and do so as we please. Come along with me to a cliff under a tree. We can gaze upon the water as an everlasting dream. All of my collections, I'll share them all with you. Maybe by next summer we won't have changed our tune. I'll still want to be with the butterflies and bees, making up new numbers and living merrily. All of my collections, I'll share them all with you. I'll be here for you always, and I'll always be with you. Come along with me and the butterflies and bees. We can wander through the forest and do so as we please, living merrily. Thank you so much for joining us today, everybody. I hope you really loved our special story time. Thank you so much, Mr. Jonah, for coming and playing and learning with us.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Allie. And
You're
thank
welcome.
everyone for being here and watching with us.
And I hope to see you Friday for our story time all about sounds. See you then, everybody. Happy Wednesday!